Hello, this is Terrence, and quite annoyed right now because there's some refugees from America who've decided to play the awful Destiny's Child style music, with the my boobs are bigger than yours, and I like to wear a gold chain, and I have a gun, and it can shoot you type of music, and it's really quite annoying. We really much prefer songs like my moose is bigger than your moose. His antlers are quite pointy, and he will sell you a very good gold coin that we got from the shipyard for a halfpenny. Sorry, that wasn't a true Canadian song. I was just being real rude about it. But anyway, oh goodness. Oh, they've stopped perhaps being declared refugees, and they might be afraid to be deported. You realise Canada does have a deportation policy for illegal migrants. It's not just the USA. So any Yankees that cross the border without proper paperwork or who were still Trump supporters might find that they find their way back home again. And well, anyway, as it turns out, Terrance's voice is a bit upset at the moment, and he likes to talk in a third person because he's a little bit of an exotic cartoon character. Well, oh gosh, this is just the funniest thing ever. Have you ever noticed that Terrance sounds like he might be English? Well, actually, he's not. But what can I tell you? Sorry. Okay. So, there's some observations about Canada. Well, in Canada, we've had a little bit of a rule by opposition going on at the moment. It turns out that the French and the English are not fighting anymore because the French have come to the rescue of the English by claiming Alaska, and so it's quite funny. And so Anchorage is now considered a temporarily part of British Columbia. It turns out that yes, just an update. Sorry, I'm a little bit excited about this. This is so strange. The forest fire that happened yesterday as a consequence of a combustible toilet blowing up was you don't want to kill J.D. Vance and Clive Palmer. Well, it turns out that one wasn't just a forest fire. It was also the French with their nuclear submarine was being naughty. It turns out, you naughty Frenchmen. They've blown up. They've blown up the American shipyard in Anchorage, and then they've just taken it over, and it's like, now it's French Anchorage. And they've decided, well, Anchorage, temporarily being military controlled by the French, is now a part of British Columbia. So it's like now it's the French and the British are working together. It's a very strange thing. So, of course, Quebec and Montreal, I've said to Toronto, let bygones be bygones. It's not really the French versus the English in Canada anymore. It really is versus the Yanks, like it always was. Yankee Doodle, not dandy, quite small. Our moose antlers are bigger than yours. Anyway, as it turns out, Alaska being brought back into the fold of Canada is just wonderful. There's partying everywhere. They have croissants in Montreal, and they, of course, have moose burgers in Toronto. And Vancouver decided to not have baby back elk at their shacks. Well, they actually only have one shack because Vancouver's not actually that big a place, but they decided not to have that. They decided, well, they wanted to show that they were quite supportive of combined cuisine because Vancouver is in British Columbia, so they decided to be supportive of both French and English cuisine. And the people of Anchorage were like, well, actually, they don't know anything about French and English cuisine. Is there croissants and salt bangers and mash? And they said, well, not quite. Not in Canada anyway. Canada's a little bit more complicated. What do the people of Anchorage normally have? And Sarah Palin said, you know what? After the way Fortran fucking treated her and the fact that she was dicked to be the vice president of the United States of America and sexism just the same as Hillary Clinton and Kamala Harris, even she's pissed off with the Republican Party, and she decided that she was going to apply for refugee status in Canada as well. And this is what Vancouver said. It was the funniest thing. I said, Sarah Palin, get back in the kitchen, bitch, and make us a fucking sandwich. And she said, what are you talking about? What are you bloody talking about? She said, what are you bloody talking about? That's not Sarah Palin's accent. Oh no, the international community has come into it. Now it's the Australians. What do you mean there's Australians involved? What are Australians doing in British Columbia? They're terrorists. The tourists have got stuck there, like, and they've been watching what the fuck you Canadians and you Yanks are bloody doing. It's like, what the fuck is this Donald Trump ticket? Well, apparently he's not like a Clive Palmer. It's a bit of a worry. Are you going to go back to Australia and sort that Clive Palmer out? Yeah, but you just said he's dead, Terrance. He just said he got blown up in a combustible toilet explosion in Anchorage when the French submarines took Alaska back for fucking Canada. We don't have to worry about him if he's dead. Oh, yes, you do, because they've got artificial intelligence videos, and they're putting out lots and lots of advertising for Clive Palmer at the moment, and they're pretending he's still alive. So, this sort of, this fake news program they've got running is just really concerning. Terrance, you just sounded like a Trump supporter by talking about fake news. What are you doing? Okay, so Trump gets one thing bloody right, and the only reason why he bloody knows about it is because Musk was into that bloody artificial intelligence stuff. So of course he knew about the artificial intelligence videos and possibly fake news. The problem is Trump was saying it was fake news every time he didn't get what he wanted. Not when it was actually artificial intelligence. Yes, Terrance, that's quite fair, and we're going to hazard a guess and say everything that Clive Palmer says is fake news as well. Okay? So, is he dead or not? Well, we bloody hope so, because we don't need another fucking Donald Trump in the world. It's bad enough having one in Washington, D.C. Australia, get your act together.